ASEAN and the United States will accelerate a COVID-19 vaccine development and ensure its equitable access to everyone. That and more news from our EBC correspondent in Hanoi, Ralph Wandolf-Empay. Hello, Ralph.
Hi there, Alma. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Indeed.
Yes. Yeah, yesterday, Alma, at a special meeting on COVID-19, foreign ministers stressed that the ASEAN countries and the U.S. are committed to accelerating the COVID-19 vaccine development and ensuring equitable access to vaccines. Deputy Prime Minister, Foreign Minister Nguyen Binh Minh, on behalf of Vietnam's 2020 ASEAN chairmanship, joined other ASEAN foreign ministers and the U.S. Secretary of State Michael Pompeo to exchange views on the COVID-19 situation as well as discuss experiences, strategies, and partnerships in fighting the pandemic. Foreign ministers agreed on information exchange, capability improvement, and policy cooperation as critical solutions to respond to medical emergencies in the future. They also made commitments to support each other's citizens who are affected by the disease and coordinate actions to minimize socioeconomic impacts caused by the outbreaks. Now, the two sides also stated to take efforts to stabilize markets, maintain the global and regional supply chains, especially for essential goods, as well as exchange mechanisms to recover economies by incentives of ASEAN-US aid partnership for regional optimization within the political, security, and sociocultural communities or prospect, and inclusive growth in ASEAN through innovation, trade, and e-commerce. Now, referring to the regional international situation, the meeting emphasized that in the context that countries are focusing their efforts and resources on the fight against epidemics, it is necessary to maintain the regional order based on laws and regulations, ensure peace, stability, security, and rule of law in the region. Foreign Minister said, more than ever, countries need to increase confidence and transparency, avoiding any activities that complicate the situation. Deputy Prime Minister Minh presented measures carried out by the Vietnamese government and positive outcomes in preventing and controlling the pandemic in the country, adding Vietnam would keep collaborating with the international community, including the US and World Health Organization, in pushing back COVID-19. He also asked the US for support in terms of technology, research, and treatment. At the same time, ensure rights and equality of ASEAN citizens living in the US. Singapore's Foreign Minister Balakrishnan emphasized the significance of working with ASEAN and dialogue partners to ensure the openness of trade lines and supply chains, especially for medical supplies and food. Maintaining open trade would help ASEAN countries' economies recover quicker post-virus, he said. Furthermore, responding to his ASEAN counterparts, Secretary Pompeo expressed high appreciation toward ASEAN for their valuable support in promoting the continued flow of vital medical supplies into the United States. Secretary Pompeo said in a statement, and I quote, for example, Vietnam expedited clearances for charter flights to deliver 2.2 million personal protective suits to the U.S., and we expect more shipments of personal protective equipment in the coming weeks. Additionally, since the beginning of April, Malaysia facilitated the speedy delivery of over 1.3 million kilograms of gloves for U.S. healthcare workers. Cambodia helped Americans safely return home from the Western Dam cruise ship. Unquote. According to Pompeo, the U.S. will deploy all available measures to minimize damage of the pandemic and restore global growth. I quote, we start from a strong foundation with $294 billion in two-way goods trade in 2019 and $273 billion of U.S. foreign direct investment across ASEAN countries. Unquote. He also expressed concern over aggressive activities of China in the South China Sea, known as East Asia in Vietnam, and called for regional collaboration in maintaining peace and stability. The Secretary also added that ASEAN is committed to continuing building the future based upon the tries and true principles. ASEAN centrality, openness, transparency, a rules-based framework, good governance, and respect for sovereignty. Alma?
All right. Thank you very much, Ralph, for that update. Must be a must be a big sense of relief over there because of
That's
the
right.
lifting of some.
May I just also add, Alma, that Vietnam has donated you $100,000 worth of face masks and medical equipment to Japan, as well as 200,000 face masks to the U.S. to assist these countries in the fight against COVID-19. And also, Hanoi authorities have begun screening sellers at local wholesale markets with quick result test kits to fight the pandemic. Yeah, things are starting to go back to normal here, Alma. It's really good news. Domestic flights and interprovincial buses have resumed their operation after the social distancing was eased yesterday. Yeah. And last but not the least, Alma, I'd like to greet all staff of Net 25 belated happy anniversary. I'm sorry I forgot to greet you guys yesterday.
Thank you so much. Actually, it's advanced. It's on the 26th. 26,
Oh,
April
26. Oh,
26.
okay. So
Yeah.
advance.
Yeah. Thank you so
All right.
much. Thank you.
Reporting live from Hanoi, Vietnam. This is Rafa and I will live in interesting times.